Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome to another reaction video. Now tonight, we're about to react to another SCP video. That's right, and this SCP is SCP-096. And to people who don't know who 096 is, 096 is a dangerous anomaly. How dangerous is he, you ask? Well, just want to know, if people don't know his actual name, people call him the Shy Guy. He's very shy, don't want to show his face. Why? Because what I've heard stories. I've heard stories that if you look at his face, he will kill you. Really. And honestly, that's only for people who's been living under a rock. And that's only to the people who don't know what SCP is. Sure, there's a lot of SCPs out there that we don't know much about. I can't help but find them interesting. Now, the creator of this video is called The Rubber. That's right, pop up on screen so you know who that is. Now, I've seen a lot of people been reacting to his videos. Let me be one of those people. I will react to two of his videos. This one, SCP-096, and a familiar, most popular SCP that everyone knows, SCP-682. Yep, you made a video about that one. It's short. And it's 1 in the morning, so I want to get this over with real quick. There's a lot of things that I can go over on what or who SCP-096. I'd rather let the video tell you guys about SCP-096. Since I don't want to spoil not much about the Shy Guy. Now, let us react. Yeah, by the way, this was made back in 2020. So, basically, 3 years ago.
They fired one bullet after another, but it didn't feel the slightest. They even used anti-tank weapons, causing part of the body, organs, and blood of 096 to be gone. But it was still able to move forward and destroy the entire team. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today, we bring you a SCP Foundation Euclid class object SCP-096. SCP-096 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. SCP-096 shows very little muscle mass, with a preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. It has no sign of any body hair. Its skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation, and it probably doesn't have pupils either. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes. SCP-096's jaw can open to 4 times the norm of an average human. It shows no...
It can definitely eat an entire plate. It still eats the plate. Like literally, he'll probably just eat the whole thing, like the food plus his plate, if he eats.
Signs of any higher brain functions and is not considered to be sapient. SCP-096 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of the day pacing by the eastern wall, and it doesn't seem to need food. Based on its response, the researchers are determined that 096 is very shy. It tries to stay as far to humans as possible. However, when someone views SCP-096's face, we'll call this person SCP-0961. Whether it be directly, via video recording, or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. SCP-096 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes after the viewing, SCP-096 will begin running towards SCP-096-1.
He's not wrong. Now, I already know what's a little bit about SCP-096. Yeah, no matter how, like, he'll come after you and make sure you're dead. There's no way to get away from him. Even what I've heard, no matter how far you are in space, he'll still come after you. Literally. Isn't that horrifying? You can't escape death. Especially when it's 096.
It moves at 35 kilometers an hour and seems to depend on distance from SCP-096-1. If it is very far away, it will be able to run very fast. The actual position of SCP-096-1 does not seem to affect SCP-096's response. It seems to have an innate sense of SCP-096-1's location. Upon arriving at SCP-096-1's location, SCP-096 will proceed to attack and kill SCP-096-1. 100% of cases have left no traces of SCP-096-1. SCP-096 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. Then the...
But wait, if they don't find the remains, then what happened to it? He actually ate it, since he said he doesn't require any nutrients. Basically, he doesn't eat food, and yet he just paces back and forth. Little skin and bones, and yet I don't even know why he doesn't eat, how he doesn't die of starvation. He's so skinny, and yet he knows he can easily kill people. Even he doesn't show any muscles.
Foundation staff will take it back to the SCP shelter. The most extreme case at present is that someone saw only a part of its picture and was also killed by it. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-096's progress. In one of the audio recordings, the former commander of the recovery team said, even if they were firing it intensely, but it didn't feel anything at all. They even used anti-tank weapons, causing part of the body, organs, and blood of 096 to be gone. But it was still able to move forward and destroy the entire team. Besides, because it does not cover its face when it's running towards its target, anyone who sees it will be killed by it along the way. Due to the possibility of a mass chain reaction, including breach of Foundation secrecy and large civilian loss of life, a doctor of the Foundation has also petitioned for immediate termination of SCP-096. The Foundation has carried out several execution experiments, one of which is to send the containment tank containing SCP-096 into SCP-682's cell. SCP-682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It has a powerful regeneration ability and adaptability, and also has the title of Immortal Body. If you want to know more about SCP-682, do click on this video.
I think I might.
So back to the execution experiment. The screams of the two entities continue for 27 hours, at which point the noise abruptly stops. Sonar-based video
I'm sorry, how long?
SCP-096 severely stops. Entities continue for 27 hours, at which point the
That's
noise
a very long
abruptly
battle.
stops. Sonar-based video feeds reveal SCP-096 severely wounded and huddled in the southwest corner, apparently upset. Feed shows SCP-682 on the north end of the room, approximately 85% of its initial mass absent. Further attempts to expose SCP-096 to SCP-682 cause it to turn away from 682, jumping in place while clawing at its face and screaming. Because 096 will only attack when people see its face, so the Foundation has long housed it in an airtight steel cube. There are to be absolutely no video
Yeah, only one's gonna be on top. And 682 took the victory. I don't know how, but he managed it. I mean, come on. 682 is very intelligent. As I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in one of my past videos that I reacted to Tales of the Foundation.
surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside SCP-096's cell. Any and all photos, videos, or recordings of SCP-096's likeness are strictly forbidden. But it's said that an abstract painting or its cartoon image is not prohibited because it won't stimulate the emotional distress reaction of 096.
Okay, now some people who actually now knows who 68096 is. Incredibly dangerous. Look straight directly in his face and he'll kill you. He will not stop or rest until you're actually dead. He's basically the Grim Reaper, but still wants to kill you. Anyway, next video. Okay, SCP-682. You're probably asking, Phantom, we already know who 682 is. Why even bother making a video? Well, just because. And also to people who actually don't know who the SCP Foundation is. Not why everyone knows who or what is in the SCP, or what kind of monsters, what kind of objects that will be in. Sometimes we rarely see what they have hidden in the Foundation. Like, I already know some SCPs. Right now, I'm not going in. I just want to get straight to the video. Because it's 1 in the morning and I want to go to bed. I don't know why I didn't report this sooner. I just keep getting distracted. And I can tell my sleep paralysis. Yeah. Now we react. 682, here we go. Since I did react to like Tales from the Foundation, yada yada. 682, somewhat history back into what 1600s, 1700s. However old this reptile is, and yet somehow it's still breathing. Your entire face is a skull. You somehow have eyeballs that's somehow working, and your whole body's like just a rotten carcass. It's like you're a walking zombie that can't die.
682 begins thrashing violently, emitting several roaring sounds and issuing profanity directed at testing staff. Finally, 682 breaks containment, attack against several agents, staff, and researchers, resulting in 11 deaths and 86 injuries. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today, we bring you SCP Foundation Class Object Kita, SCP-682. SCP-682 is one of the most popular in SCP Foundation. 682 is a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin, famous for traits that are almost impossible to destroy. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with other SCP. 682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. 682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though
Okay, last that I've heard, SCP-682 hates all human life. And he wants to eradicate it. I don't know why, but he hates us. He hates all humans, no matter who you are. If you're a human, you're dead.
Exact levels vary with its form. Its physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material, and can gain energy from anything ingested, organic or inorganic. 682's regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering, and it has been seen moving and speaking with its body 87% destroyed or rotted. When being asked why it kills those innocent farmers, it refused to answer at first.
Yeah, if you remember the video, he just, on my past reaction video of the Foundation, he ended up biting one of the hunters' heads off, his head clean off. And he called his body to come pick him up, and they had to drop a nuke to eradicate it. But of course, knowing 682, he somehow survives it. With his increasing healing factor. It's kind of like Deadpool if he had very anger issues. Imagine if him, Deadpool, and Logan, aka Wolverine, met this reptile. This will be an interesting battle. a very chaotic one, if you ask me. Especially if it's going to be Deadpool and 682.
But after forced to answer by a doctor, 682 assault one of the personnel, and answer they were disgusting. Due to the highly aggressive, adaptive, and intelligent nature of 682, termination testing has been ordered by Foundation. The only problem is the number of...
Also, I do remember, I did see one of the Robert's videos. If not, I've seen other people that had done a video about 682. He has a strong friendship with a computer, and not just any ordinary computer. I'm trying to think of the name. SCP-079. That was the SCP. The computer, the old AI. Now, I already know its history. People who don't know who that is, basically he's an old school computer that was made in like what, 1980s. A very old style computer, and yet somehow it kept all its memories. Even led to a threat to the Foundation. They tracked it and contained it. I mean, there's nowhere else to take a computer as long as it's just staying in its computer while its space just traveling through other electronic silicon, like take over. It will be a huge threat to the whole world. Even collect anything from the internet. Ways to destroy humanity, ways to know your secrets, and also probably browse your history. So yeah, you better make sure you keep your history on lock, or whatever. Okay, yeah, go incognito if that even helps. I don't know, maybe, probably not. But anyway, back to the video. Long story short, yeah, you're screwed.
Number of termination testing have been conducted close to 100, yet none of them have been success. Among the many execution records, the most classic of which is the attempt to use SCP-409 on 682. 409 is a very dangerous quartz crystal. Any objects coming in contact with 409 will begin to crystallize after 3 hours. After complete crystallization, the object will bursting into thousands of fragments with great force. Upon exposure, 682's crystallization
Kind of remind me of that one movie that I never even saw, but it was referenced from Puss in Boots. That golden hand. Whatever the hand touches, it turns into gold. And now these crystals, they turn into crystals until it completely shatters. Yeah, so basically watch what gem you touch. Otherwise you're going to become that gem or gold or whatever.
begins. It shows signs of extreme pain and begins having seizures, but the crystallization stops at 62% conversion with unknown reason. Its crystallized area explodes, causing massive physical trauma to 682.
I don't even know how that's even possible.
682 recovers from exposure, despite the loss of limbs and organs. It begins regeneration, stating that it will attempt to kill and consume all staff involved in this event. Due to the failure of SCP-409, major concerns raised about possible developed immunities and possible adaptations. All future termination tests must first be carried out on tissue samples taken from 682. In another termination testing, 682 quickly presses against the wall farthest from SCP-173, staring at it the entire time. SCP-173 cannot move while within a direct line of sight. Then once the line of sight is broken, it will move in high speed and attack by snapping the neck of the victim. 682 continues to stare at 173 without pause for 6 hours. Realize this
Nothing possible for the statue to move.
Sniper rifles dispatched and shoot out the eyes of 682. After resuming observation, 682 is shown to be on.
I don't even know how it's possible for a statue that can actually move when it's made of, like, what, concrete? Doesn't make no sense. And 682, he's actually afraid of the giant statue. Was it SCP-173? Yeah, I've heard stories about that one too. That if you, like he said, if you don't stare at it, it's gonna kill you by snapping your neck. 360, go like 100. He will probably do like 100 degrees or 180 degrees or maybe a 360. Who knows?
On the floor, with several injuries around its head, neck, and legs. It rapidly regenerates from damage and moves to a different wall, developing several sets of eyes on various parts of its body.
That's disgusting.
Many covered by thick, clear caps of armored carapace. 682 maintains observation of 173 for an additional 12 hours, despite additional efforts of agents and Foundation staff. At the end, Foundation staff have no other way but to end.
I don't think leaving them in there for a very long time is an option. We'll probably break containment before we realize.
This testing. Termination testing with SCP-162 has once again proved the exceptional vitality and adaptability of 682. Touching SCP-162 will immediately result in several hooks becoming embedded in the subject's skin. Subject will bleed profusely, resulting in death after a prolonged period of time. 682 exposed to 162. It's thrashing violently, emitting several roaring sounds and issues.
Honestly, when it came to those little hook things, do you guys remember Hellraiser? Yep, Pinhead. I'm thinking about Pinhead. No, not you, Patrick. I'm talking about Pinface that I decided to be addicted to needles. No, not you, Beavis. I'm talking about the Pinhead. Not Boeing. The guy with the pins. The needles, the things, you know, Hellraiser. I literally just said Hellraiser. What am I doing with my life? But yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hellraiser, yeah, the guy that gives divine punishments, harsh, his execution squad. If it ain't Charity, Love You Man, or Strep Throat, I don't think I can say that. And it's gonna be a different type of squad that he's gonna be having with him. And to do his execution. And if you're underage, don't watch it.
Profanity directed at testing staff. After 4 minutes of continued exposure, 682 lunges away from SCP-162, severing its lower jaw and left hind limb, and causing serious tissue damage to many areas of its body. 682 breaks containment, attack against several agents, staff, and researchers, resulting in 11 deaths and 86 injuries. So we know at this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. 682 should be contained within chamber filled with hydrochloric acid until it is submerged and incapacitated.
Honestly, I feel like 682 would just accept just going through fate worse than death. Having immortality is more like a fate worse than death. Some people might be okay with it, others not. Knowing 682, he probably doesn't care about anyone. He probably just cares about himself. Or he'd probably be getting along with people who actually get his vision. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, that's all I'm going to react tonight. I'm going to bed. It's almost 2 o'clock, and maybe I'll react to Dr. Bob, since he also does SCPs. Another researcher that's going to talk about any other different types of anomaly. Also, have y'all been seeing those thumbnails? Those thumbnails where I can't explain, but it started off with the giant mattress and then the cannibal, I don't know. It's like everything is getting full. It's like they're just eating it. It's like the same thumbnail when they done the mattress. But what I've heard, he lost his bed, so that's why he's doing the same thumbnails, the same designs with different characters. It's kind of annoying if you ask me, but whatever. I'll probably react to his videos as long as it doesn't give me copyright strikes. I mean, I've seen other people react to this, so I'm hoping that I can react to any one of his videos. But yeah, not very much. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you scare that like button, stab that notification bell, comment what you think about the videos, share my videos, and as always, we're Fan of the Dark Hoodie, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace.